For 50 years, when folks have thought of computers, the name of Microsoft will not be far from their lips. Leading the way in software, thanks to the company's founders, Bill Gates and Paul Allen, as well as their opening salvos of success, that being MS-DOS of 1981 and Windows 1.0 in late 1985. In that space of time, folks, Microsoft has ballooned into a behemoth and embraced the cutthroat corporatist nature that ensured its success. But at what cost? As we go through what happened to Microsoft. Now, Microsoft is a megacorporation with many highs and lows to its name, depending on how you look at it. All may seem well with the company here and now in 2025, yet there was a time when Microsoft was far more dominant and far more popular. In terms of stocks and shares, Microsoft have hit their peak here and now in 2025, after decades of growth on the stock market, hitting over $500 per share. So financially, all is well, right? Well, when your company's laying off over 15,000 employees internationally in 2025 alone, there's a reason doubling down on artificial intelligence development over experienced human labor is a great example of the cold, cutthroat nature of a megacorp like Microsoft. Now, culturally, Microsoft's peak was decades ago, during the heydays of Windows XP and the Xbox 360, respectively, despite the antitrust charges of the late 1990s. To me, the peak of Microsoft was during the 2000s, as the company moved from just software development to hardware development too. But like all of what Microsoft does, it's one step forward and two steps back. So what happened, Microsoft? Well, if any company embodied missed opportunities, it would be Microsoft, especially in terms of the games industry, when the company's failure to vanguard PC games led to Steam's early and near-universal success in that domain. As Microsoft became rigid, Steam was flexible, and that was the main problem for Microsoft as a whole, this mega-corporation's obsession with rigid forms of innovation that led to failure after failure in the late 2000s and 2010s, that reputationally Microsoft and its subsidiaries still have not recovered from to this day, that day being 2025, from Windows Vista to Windows 8, the Xbox One, and the Windows Phone, to name but a few of the company's abject failures during this period. Ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, Microsoft is a clear-cut example of corporate development, a legacy company that did very well at the start, that served as a foundation for a great tech empire that's faltering as new projects lean towards failure, propped up by long-distant past successes. That's what happened to Microsoft. I am the Dignified Cartoon Gentleman. Thank you, and goodbye.
It's the Dignified Cartoon Gentleman.